Today, I'm sharing a clean and simple card using a layered stencil, and this is the kind of design that I reach for when I want something that looks good but doesn't take a lot of time. If I'm making several cards, I don't want to overcomplicate it, and a stencil like this lets me create a card that really pops while still keeping the process simple and easy. Stay tuned till the end where I'll show you how a few final touches can bring the whole thing together. All that and more coming up. Hi, I'm Jeannie Scott. Welcome to the Upper Craft Room, where we make a mess and create something beautiful out of it. I'm using the February stencil of the month from Spellbinders. I wanted to keep this one simple, but still give it enough color and detail to really stand out. Spellbinders sent this to me to share, and I thought this would be a really nice fit for this style card, considering Easter is just around the corner, and I have several people I would like to encourage during this time. This is a club member only stencil, but they do sell these to the public until they run out. And even if this exact stencil is no longer available, the same clean and simple design approach will work with other layered stencils in your stash. I'm using Altenew Inks for this card, and I'll have all the information placed in the description below just in case you're curious. This card comes together pretty quickly. A clean and simple card can still look polished and special. I'm using the large ink blending brush to lay on the ink because I can get a lot of coverage with little effort. And I just use the same brush for all inks that are in the same ink family. Now this layered stencil adds a lot of detail without making the process complicated. The soft ink blending gives this card a pretty spring feel. That's the thing I absolutely love about stencils, is that they come together so fast and it's still so elegant. Like, you put a lot of work in when the stencil does it all. All you need is some inks, cardstock, and a stencil, and maybe a sentiment. That's it. There are 5 layers to this particular stencil, and I want you to notice that Spellbinders numbers their stencils in the order that each should be laid on, and they add a little corner guide on each of the 4 corners of the stencil so that it's easy to line up on an A2 size card. But of course, you can create any size card that you like, but I'm just creating an A2 size card for these cards today. For the foliage, I put the lightest shade on the first layer using Firefly. I gradually get darker as I add more layers, so on the second layer I use Shadow Creek, which is a little darker. For the third layer, I'm using the darkest green layer, Mountain Pine. You can already tell how cute this card is going to be just by seeing what we can through the stencil. I very much enjoy the process of creating cards with stencils, especially when I'm in a hurry and I don't have much time. And when I am creating and I have more time, I always create 3 or 4 cards of whatever I'm creating so that I have some on hand at all times. I mean, you never know when you're going to need one, and it's nice to have a stash ready for whatever may come. It's Easter, and I have a couple of friends that are in the hospital and a family member, and I'm hoping that these cards are really going to encourage them. This is the 4th layer where we start adding flowers, and here I'm using Strawberry for the first layer. When I come in my craft room to create something, the first thing I do is I decide what I'm going to create, and then I pick out my colors. And the way I pick up my colors is simply by pulling out my color wheel and looking at the colors and deciding what I just feel it. You know, what is it that I feel? And for this one, it was a spring card, although on my other cards I did use different colors, which you'll see in the end. But for this one, I just felt spring because it was a nice sunny day, and the pinks and the greens really stood out to me. Okay, and now we're on our 5th and final layer, and I'm using Blush Rose for this layer. The inkstand that I'm using here is a prototype that a company sent to me to test out, and even though I can't tell you more information about it yet, I'm hoping to here in the very near future. And now our favorite part, the reveal. I mean, come on! Stop it. That is gorgeous. The next step is to cut the front layer down so that we can add a matting layer. I'm using Spellbinders' largest dies from both the A2 A and B Essentials die sets. Now I'm cutting down a piece of cardstock to 5.5 by 4.25 using the Tim Holtz Comfort Guillotine trimmer. This will give me the matting layer I need for my card. I love this trimmer because of the lip at the bottom of the trimmer ensures I will get a straight cut every time. And now I'm inking up the edges of that cardstock with the rose blush color so that I can match perfectly the color of my front layer. By the way, the cardstock that I'm using in this video is Hammer Mill For the front layer, I used 80 pound, and for the matting layer here, I'm using 110 pound. I like the Hammermill cardstock because it's very smooth and you can get a very nice blend with it. Now it's time to add the sentiment, and funny enough, I only have one Easter sentiment, or one that would match this card anyway, and it says, "Every bunny needs some bunny sometime." It's the only one I have, so I definitely need to get some more Easter sentiments, but this one matches this card perfectly, and I like how it fits just in between the ears of the little bunny. So now it's my favorite part, my second favorite part, or another favorite part, is I'm assembling the card. And I'm using glue dots instead of scribbles because I watched a video by Maybe Made It, and she showed how if you put dots down and not scribbles, you have a lot more wiggle room to be able to center your card. And so I tried that and it works like a charm. And I'm doing it once again. That was the front layer. Now we're gluing on the matting layer and the front layer to the card base, and look at how much more time you have when you just use the dots rather than scribble the glue on. It really is amazing. It works well. And now I want to add some pearls to my cards, but I don't have the color that I want to use to match the card, so I am inking up some of my pearls to match with the ink, the rose blush again, or the blush rose I think it's called, I don't know, blush rose. And so now I am going to use those colors because now they match perfectly. And I'm just going to put them, I didn't get that sentiment centered perfectly, so I added a pearl there. And then I'm just going to put one in each of the large flowers, the larger flowers on the bunny. And then that is going to finish off our card. I think it is absolutely beautiful. I think that I will be making a bunch more future cards using this stencil set, because it came together so quickly. It was a clean and simple card, and I just love how it turned out. And then here's the second card I made. I used slightly different colors over here. I used more of the coral colors, which is a slightly deeper, more rich color, and I liked how they both turned out. Now, when I put all these together, I also created these blue and pink colors cards, and I put pearls in two of them, and I left pearls off. You could do it either way. They both turn out beautiful. I am so excited about these cards, and I can't wait to hand them out to my friends and my family member, who I think, like I said, is going to encourage so much. Clean and simple cards really can have a lot of impact, and sometimes it's those soft layers and small finishing details that make everything come together. And stencils like this are such a nice way to keep the process simple while still ending up with a card that feels detailed and polished. Hey, if you're still watching, I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today. And if you enjoyed this video and found value in it, give it a like so YouTube will tell other card makers about it. Subscribe so you never miss a video, and hit the bell so that you get notified every time we put one out. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.